I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was, that's what got date 2 in the books, probably.
Plenty to talk about.
This is the future.
This is Warrior Soda who's explaining everything. So there's a possibility this might be on both channels, and then the rest might be for our part of Pure Service. Okay? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will be in New York City on Tuesday, October 10th for the Archewell Foundation first ever in-person event, which will provide a platform for parents navigating mental health challenges in the digital age. Harry and Meghan. Okay. As I'm reading this, I'm already thinking of my friend who just lost her child. Just thought of her. She probably will need that. I think she's moving on. She's such a strong person. But you know, just because someone show you they're strong from the outside, but they still need that extra care. Like the other day I went to see her, I was afraid to bring the topic of her daughter, and through small little conversation, her daughter come into play in our conversation. Okay, the Archewell Foundation will host the Archewell Foundation Parent Summit, Mental Wellness in a Digital Age, to give voice to families who are passionate about building a safe online world for children and teens. In August, Archewell Foundation Co-Executive Director James Holt was a panelist with Project Healthy Mind, founder Philip Shermer, and board member Carson Daly. Is that the same Carson? Yes! Carson Daly. What was that show he used to have on MTV? I remember every after school we used to watch him. Well, anyway, yeah, that's him. There he is here. Okay, now Daly will moderate a conversation with Harry, Meghan, and Surgeon General Vivek Murthy for their World Mental Health Day Festival. Okay, so she retweeted her tweet here. Let's go into that. Archewell Foundation, that's the thing I just read. Let's look at the image. Yeah, there's Carson Daly. Okay, there's James Holt. What was it? There was, was it Carson was saying something, his parents, or was it him or his parents wanted him to be a priest or something like that? Okay, there's Carson. Okay, so it goes on. Oh, so there's more. The Creators Summit on Mental Health was a chance to engage with young content creators and the space. Very interesting. Okay, Carson Daly spoke as a panelist at the Creators Summit on Mental Health at Harvard University. He reflected on his own mental health journey and provided insight to young content creators who attended the summit. Okay, 1 minute and 17 seconds. I didn't know this was there.
Okay, Carson, we got one more item on Pop Star. Yesterday, you, Carson, was a panelist at the Creators Summit on Mental Health. Where? At Harvard. He reflected on his own mental health journey, the Powerful Mind Matters series that he does here, which of course features mental health stories of everyday men and women. We want to say congratulations. We're so proud of you. There you are. Harvard, right where you belong. What was it like to be there?
Well,
and what was the conversation
I
like?
went to junior college. I ended up not graduating from junior college, so it was surreal to be at the highest institution of learning at Harvard, but it was great. I stole everything with the Harvard logo on it. Napkins, coasters, they're all at my house, and I went with my friends from Project Healthy Minds that I do all my mental health advocacy work with, which has been really rich and meaningful to be able to talk about mental health and my journey and try and help people break the stigma of mental health and just remind folks that it's okay to not be okay, that people like myself on television are, struggling and working through stuff, and that makes us who we are. And being able to go to Harvard and have that conversation with young people who are making content and creating stuff was really special.
That's so
thank you for hijacking.
Proud of you.
Did you get good questions and
We got
good
great
conversation?
questions, and it was just cool to be there. And yeah, I mean, it was awesome. It's nice to see these conversations are happening.
Yeah.
People are starting to talk because so many are suffering in silence.
Yeah. Oh, we love you, Carson.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for mentioning it.
All right, guys.
And what came to mind as I'm listening to them, the panelists talking, is that the comparison between the US and the UK. In the UK, you see people on TV making fun of that. And this is a very, very serious topic. Okay? And then you have the shout, where they provide the thing for them to call, the platform for them to call, and then they abuse it, giving those information to a for-profit, organization or some sort of company. Okay, the Archewell Foundation has worked with Project Healthy Mind in the past to promote their mental health resource guide for Healthy Mind. Okay, that's an image. Okay, I see James has grown his hair. James is living his best life. Yeah, Archewell. I love Archewell's serious commitment to mental health. I almost didn't recognize James. I love her. Their team is always ready for important stories. I respect Mr. Holtz for his work on this important topic. It's so gripping to see mental health advocacy being normalized, especially with Archewell, that seek help is no longer a stigma, but encourage, empowering, struggling people really need to know it's okay. Help can be sought, and that world won't judge you as it previously would. Very good. And the UK need to rebrand, or they need to go to a completely different sort of cycle of thing, because they don't take things seriously. They take important issues and stories, and then they just laugh at it, make joke of it, and trash it. And then they expect people to, when it is their turn, who's going through some serious issue, and we're supposed to take them seriously. Like, for instance, you got Meghan, who was saying that about her loss, right? She did that when she came out to let us know she had the miscarriage. All right? So what she just put it out, and then she bounced, and then whichever way people take it, that's their problem. But when you see the UK start talking about it, they just trash it, dismissive of it. And then a couple months later, one of the royal rats, whatever her name is, telling about her story, she had a miscarriage. And I'm like, how am I supposed to feel for you? When Meghan came out, you were trashing her. And now you're telling your side of the story, and you expect me to feel compassionate for you? So it's something like that. Okay, so there's Jodiva. All right, this is extra. My goodness. Okay, Jodiva. Wow, the US top doctor will be there too. This sounds like it's going to be S world class event. Okay, super world class event. Archewell first ever event to be held in New York City on 10th October. I used to pray for time like this. Okay, let's see this. This I know it's been retweeted several times. 1:30 p.m. Archewell Foundation Parent Summit, Mental Wellness in a Digital Age. Join N.B.C. Carson Daly and parents for a discussion on building community and creating positive change for a safer online world for young people, with special guests Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murth. Okay, so there's that. Right. There's more comments. Let's read some of them. Oh, so there's more. There's the squad. Okay, there is also a gala hosted by Project Healthy Minds. I hope they go. Right, so there's that. recognition on gala materials, digital recognition at event, verbal recognition from the stage, meet and greet with artists. Wow. Innovators, $100,000 table, 10 tickets. Wow. Okay, recognition on gala material, digital recognition at event, verbal recognition from the stage, meet and greet with the artist. Okay, looking forward to 10:10. I missed ticket. It was sold out by the time I realized. Yeah, I saw some people posted something like that. Okay, we can just show up over there and pose for pictures, can we? Of course, the top doctor is there. Mental health is serious business. All right, there's this. Vivek Murthy, 21st U.S. Surgeon General. My heart can't contain its excitement. Okay, I will not be surprised if they announce a project or initiative or partnership on mental health during or after the summit. All right, so I need to go back. Go back to my original. That's not it. Was it that one? Let me like it just in case. It was this one. Okay, I read all of this and I went into that. It's this one that make all the other connection. So let's read some of the comments here. I'm in New York on that day. So there's that. There's this again. I just read previously. Looking forward, 10:10. Prince Harry and Meghan push on mental health. Okay, praise God. Thank you. There's all of this. I was gonna black it, but I don't know if it's a squad who's trying to do whatever. Lord, please let this New York City trip go well and end on a better note than the last one. Okay, yes. They'll be ready for this time, knowing what we know now. And they're not playing. Okay, yes. Harry and Meghan return to New York City to host Archewell Foundation Parent Summit for World Mental Health Day. Show them how it's done. We love you, Harry and Meghan. Service is universal. Notice that nowhere in that statement does it say they're paying visit to learn more. Yeah, service is universal. Okay, I just saw this. It sounds great. And I love that they've been working with the parents for the last year. Another great event with the Surgeon General, no less. Okay, I can only imagine what bold. I don't want to mention his name here. All right, we are not worthy. There's that. Let's go to my second one. Let's see if it's one of those tweets that I've already read and I happen to put it on my list already. No, it's not. Okay, the Archewell Foundation Parent Summit is part of a range of sessions during the Project Healthy Minds World Mental Health Day Festival on October 10th. Okay, so there's a link here. I'll put that in the description for you guys. Okay, so these are the time what they're gonna be doing. Okay, what was it? Was it 1:30? I heard the Archewell Foundation Parent Summit Mental Wellness in a Digital Age sold out. It's already sold out. What? Join N.B.C. Carson Daly and parents for a discussion on building community and creating positive change for a safer online world for young people, with special guest Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy. So all the other ones are still available, but Harry and Meghan sold out. Sold out. 30 Hudson Yard, Warner Brothers Discovery. Okay, so this is where you could register. Okay, so let's go back. Alright, so the link will be in the description if you guys want to check. Alright, so there's that. Okay, so there's more things here. Prince Harry and Meghan will be part of the sold out session, the Archewell Foundation Parent Summit, Mental Wellness in a Digital Age at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Okay, tickets are still available for the Project Healthy Mind inaugural gala later that evening. There's this one here. Okay, Project Healthy Mind inaugural gala hosted by Carson Daly, host, producer, NBC, The Voice, and co-anchor of the Today Show. Famed artist Peter Turney, co-creator of Miami's Wynwood Walls, is the artistic curator at the gala. Peter will be unveiling a stunning art installation that speaks to the state of mental health in America. Evening will be capped off with a musical performance by Grammy-nominated hip-hop star Logic. Okay. So there's this here. Maybe they'll make an appearance at the gala too. Kitty and Willie are going to do something for mental health to listen and learn. Whatever. All right, let's go to the next one. And there's some things here regarding Invictus. Depend on if I, where I'm gonna put it here. Table tennis was a wonderful addition to the Invictus game at IG23. We love seeing a new sport at the games, and table tennis was really exciting as we got to see competitors of all abilities take part. Very interesting. Wow. Okay, let me like it. Maybe I'll post it later. Alright, so let's go to my next one. I don't know if I went over that already. Okay, so this is another one. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will be in New York City on Tuesday, October 10th for the Archewell Foundation first ever in-person event. Alright, so she retweeted the people. I'm not even gonna click on that because I've read what I need to read from Royal Suitor. Okay, I'm ready. Same. Alright, let's go to the next one. That's when I then see all the other one, all the other tweets. When I see them, depend on the information they provide, I arrange them on the list. The summit will feature parents who have experienced tragic loss. Connected to the child's social media use, Meghan and Harry have been working with the parents involved in next week's event. Behind the scene, people has learned. Wow. Okay, so that's from that article. They've been working with them. Okay, or the tears will flow. This is such a big deal. God bless them. I'm thinking of my friend again. Oh wow, this is very meaningful and timely topic to discuss. Can't wait. No fuss, no fanfare. They just get on and do good deeds. Okay, no fuss, no fanfare. They just get on and do good deeds. Okay, I love this couple. Fabulous. This is so important. Time have changed dramatically since I was a kid, where I'd only get bullied on the schoolyard. Now with social media, it's getting out of hand. It's good to see a progressive couple tackling modern issue. We desperately need this. Okay, wow. What was it the other day? I was talking to a parent who was telling me her kids were homeschooled and they just starting, public school, and one of the kids got bullied. It's really sad. Okay, wow, beautiful. This what I like to hear about from our fave Harry and Meghan. Lovely. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so there's the same thing again. Different tweet but with the same information. Okay, yeah, have zero chill because how are you sold out already? There's the things already sold out. It's like, what's going on? Tired of everyone already. They're so fast. Harry and Meghan, hot ticket. That's for sure. Exactly. I'm only 3.5 hours from New York City and I'm off on Tuesday. There's that. Then who all are going and jump on it that fast? People know to act fast when Harry and Meghan are involved or you'll be sorry. That is true. That is true. Because they're not messing around. Wherever they put their name on something, that means they're passionate about it. So they know they get it's serious thing. All right, let's see here. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will host their first in-person Archewell Foundation event on World Mental Health Day at People. So there's some information here they took from the People magazine. Okay, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will be in New York City on Tuesday, October 10th for their Archewell Foundation first ever in-person event, which will provide a platform for parents navigating mental health challenges in the digital age. The Archewell Foundation will host the Archewell Foundation Parent Summit, Mental Wellness in a Digital Age, to give voice to families who are passionate about building a safer online world for children and teens. People exclusively reveals. The conversation will explore how we as a community, both globally and locally, are creating positive change and supporting one another and developing solutions to empower families and uplift our collective mental well-being. The summit will feature parents who have experienced tragic loss connected to their child's social media use. Meghan and Harry have been working with the parents involved in next week's event behind the scene, People has learned. The families have been engaged with the Archewell Foundation for the past year, bolstering community and driving toward solution. A spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex tells People, together they are united in their mission to share personal experiences, data, and research to ensure the same does not happen to other families. Like I've said in some tweet, people seems they cannot really wrap their heads around certain pain that somebody else is going through. And lately I've been saying, in order for them to understand it, they have to go through it when it didn't have to. But they refuse to understand, have some sort of a perspective of somebody else's pain. As I'm editing this video, one of the things that crossed my mind, if some of those parents, let's say like Trayvon Martin, who was killed by gun violence, and some other people we've heard in the news that sometimes you hear their kids have, been taken away from us. There's another one that crossed my mind. This was a young man who was in college. At the time, I believe he didn't come out yet, but something happened in the dorm room where his roommate record him, in a very intimate, in a private time of him, and I don't think he had come out, and he made the thing public, and the kid jumped from George Washington. Occasionally I think about these things that I hear in the news, and sometimes I wonder how those parents are feeling. So the Trayvon Martin, but anyway, it crossed my mind. Some of the names that we hear in the news, if those parents are the one they're gonna be discussing those issues, because it seems like many people don't take into consideration those parents' pain, don't try to understand those parents' pain. Or let's say, for instance, the Sandy Hook parents, okay, those little kids. It's like, 12, 13 years ago. I remember carrying my youngest as I go pick up my oldest to school. And I heard that in the news. That was heartbreaking. So who knows, maybe some of those parents from Sandy Hook might come. Because occasionally I see their commercial, they're still talking about it. So I'm just curious. All right, let's get back to the original recording. All right, this is going to be emotional and powerful. We're about to eat good. I love how they work quietly. They are global ambassadors for good, and I'm here for it. Well done, Harry and Meghan. Such a good cause, such a good ambassador for this cause. This is wonderful news. Can't wait till next week. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, there's this here. Prince Harry and Meghan alongside Surgeon General Vivek Murth will take part in Archewell Foundation first ever in-person event Tuesday, October 10th in New York City. When they go to New York, they mean business. Service is universal. And this is the thing why the other brother wants to do his charity over there, because they know. Okay? These people are really crazy. They want to be where the money is. Pretty much where the money is where there's diversity. Okay? Because you have different mind, different cultures, different of everything in one area that making things work. Okay? So they rejected this American woman, the institution, and in the UK. They rejected her, but they want the wealth that come, from the place that she was born. And then they kicked them out. Remember the U.S., 1776. Prince Harry and Meghan. Okay, I just read this. All right, this is Harry when he was UN. And there's Meghan before meeting Harry doing her UN part. All right. This is the same thing again. Feel free to pause and read. and there's the U.S. Surgeon. Was it Vivek Murth? Was it U.S. Surgeon General? Okay. You follow multiple hate accounts. Okay, I blacked this person here. You follow multiple hate accounts while saying on your bio that you're justice warrior and love animals. That makes you a hypocrite. Shut up, Karen. I just black her. Sound terrible, boring. All right, so why are you here? Look at this. Then why are you even commenting on it? Silly little jealous clown. Stop taxpayers. Okay, stop taxpayer paying for them in New York. What? Whatever, because this is why they get that special tax bracket, because they're doing things like that to help people. You don't need to worry about that, okay? When it comes to tax in the US, they messed up, you will know, okay? You will know. This is one thing the US do not mess with. They fool around about other things, but this they do not mess around with. Worry about the other one who's taking millions and produce nothing. Okay, the derangers, anytime it's announced Harry and Meghan are doing something positive, yeah, rage, rage, rage. All right, don't forget the thousands Harry and Meghan hashtag they tend to activate whenever they hear Harry and Meghan announcement. All they are doing is promote Harry and Meghan brand. Derangers are the slowest people on this app. The more they rage, the more Meghan Markle is loved. Prince Harry is loved. Okay, every time, never gets old. It's actually boring now. They always like that. Yeah, I mean, the pattern is consistent with their nonsense. They have nothing positive to share. It's the negativity. Next tweet. All right, so this I saw a while back. I don't know if I shared it already. Okay, from IG, US competitors Instagram. Quote, the closing ceremony came to an amazing end. Prince Harry, who I met in June, remembered me and found his way in the crowd to say goodbye to me. He then introduced me to his amazing wife. A great end to an amazing event. Thank you so much. Yeah, there they are. For some reason, I don't know why does he remind me of that guy who was on the boat, I think it was in Sydney, who gave the bear hug? I don't know. Every time I see this, I'm thinking that's him. Okay. Juggernaut throws. The closing ceremonies came to an end. Amazing end. Prince Harry, who I met. Okay, so this is the same thing being repeated here. Thank you so much. Okay, this is so lovely. Lovely. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you for sharing. This is so wholesome. Love it. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. This is why I love the squad. They are everywhere. So they were able to find this and then share it on Twitter. Twitter is almost like the place where everything you have, it's like a, how do you call this? A root. Okay, a root of a tree. And then the tree have the stem and everything else, the branches, and they all come together on Twitter. That's why I don't really need to follow a whole bunch of people. Harry and Meghan, as long as I follow the right people, they'll bring the information in. Harry and Meghan at the closing ceremony, they greeted team friends. Okay, that's a different language. It's 35 seconds. Let's see it. Okay, oh, I love this. That's in French. Okay, my son, drop the rest of them pics. Wow, who posted that? Okay, I thought that was Miss and Harriman. All right, let's go to the next one. And I think some of these I probably will post it on my our part of Pew service. Next tweet. All right, we're done with the summit. This is completely different. Maybe this part I'll put it on OPPS Team Sussex. Okay, so it's a long thread, but I'm just gonna focus on this. All right, so September 26th and all of that, but let's focus on this. And I think some of these I probably will post it on my our part of Pew service next week. All right, we're done with the summit. This is completely different. Maybe this part I'll put it on our Pew Team Sussex. Okay, so it's a long thread, but I'm just gonna focus on this. All right, so September 26th and all of that, but let's focus on this. Thanks at KTLA. Who is that? LA very own KTLA, keeping Southern California informed since 1947. Okay, so that's in California. Thanks, there's the station, for having me on to discuss our work with Jean Con Foundation to educate girls in Nigeria through our David Oyolowo, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, leadership scholarship. Also a huge thanks to Archewell, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry for the generous donation of schooling of menstrual health equipment to our girls. I think that's the, what is it, Gianco? That's that, what is it, organization that I was talking about not too long ago on our part of Pew service. Okay, so let's listen. It's 1 minute and 27 seconds.
So the question was, what can we do to make sure that these girls who are being marginalized, who are being terrorized, can feel supported? One of the things that was being attacked was their ability to be educated. And so we established the scholarship in order to both make a statement and to service those girls, especially those who were incredibly talented, who were worthy of that opportunity, but there was no way they were going to be afforded it. And so we started with about 7 girls. We now got up to 45 girls, and we're hoping to get into the hundreds and then thousands eventually.
I imagine you have been in communication with those who directly helped them. What has been their story?
Well, gosh, the stories have been really, really difficult. I mean, you're talking about girls who've seen their parents murdered before their own eyes. They've dealt with sexual violence. They've dealt with, you know, I love Nigeria. I love being Nigerian, but it's a patriarchal society that is apt to marginalize young girls. And what really inspired me to do this was going to South Africa, seeing Oprah Winfrey's Leadership Academy there, and it just felt like an incubator for greatness. And you know, 1 in 4 Africans is Nigerian. To have girls educated is the way to end world poverty. There have been studies showing that that's the way to do it. So this is a drop in the ocean of doing that. And we now have girls who have cycled out of our program and are going back and educating other girls.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's working.
Yeah, I've through what is it, our part of Pew service, some of the charities that I've highlighted so far, they said the same thing, because when they educate those young women, they don't just think of themselves. They take their things and then move on, whatever. They always feel, the majority of them always feel the need to go back and give back to their community, and they help others. And this is the same thing to here. All right, and I'm glad the Oprah Winfrey School for Girls have highlighted a lot of, you know, good qualities and things. Okay, beautiful and well done from Archewell. This is why. All right, beautiful, well done from Archewell. How or where can we watch the full interview? This is like a news thing, it seems like. It'll probably be somewhere on YouTube. We'll be able to play 6 Degrees of Separation with Harry and Meghan soon. Thinking about how David is starring and Mason's directional debut, I will say I'm finding out about so many other organizations through them, and I love that. Yeah, I have like 40 something to highlight. I still haven't had time. Love his voice. Wow. Changing lives for the better. So great to see you. All right, let's go to the next one.
Evolution. This is the future.